Alright, welcome to Yandere Simulator. This is the October 15th build, and there was something added in which now we can deliberately get ourselves covered in blood. And Yandere Dev's like, oh yeah, there's a reason you can do this. And I figured out what that reason is very quickly, and I'm going to upload this to show you all why you might want to deliberately get yourself covered in blood. I am going to go and kill 5 people at once, and then get myself found out. So I'm wearing the underwear that makes it so I don't lose as much sanity when I kill people. This is going to be very important because I'm killing 5 people in quick succession. I'm going to talk through what I'm doing as I do it, but the 3 big steps of today will be committing the murder for 5 people, hiding the bodies, and then getting caught by the counsellor. If you want to skip to the getting caught by the counsellor, I'll have the time code for that below. If you want to see how I play the game without using debug commands, well, this is what I'm going to do. 5 people, no debug commands. I may still skip through it because it does get very tedious, because I have to wait till lunchtime to be able to pull it off. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run ahead and get a bottle of bleach into the locker room. No, I can't do the bottle of bleach. The bleachers aren't as common as everything else, and the student council are about to come down those stairs, so I'm not going to take the buckets because I can get the buckets safer. So yeah, good. I managed to zip straight past the student council without them seeing, and everyone else is putting their shoes on. Now, because there'll be 5 bodies, I'm going to need a lot of buckets. All of them will need to be filled, and then I'll just sort of pour the bleach through all of them, one thing at a time. So bleach in. You've got a fair bit of time before the rest of the students realise what's going on, because, well, they're still changing their shoes and then they walk. Oh, that's the other thing. While I'm in here, I am going to place a bug here, because that is integral to getting the secret option in the counsellor's office. And that secret option is why you want to deliberately get yourself covered in blood. Now, another thing to note is, without debug commands, you can't actually carry dead bodies. You have to drag them along the ground. So trying to drag 5 bodies into the incinerator takes a long time, as you would imagine. So that is why I need to wait till lunchtime, so I have about a 1.5 hour window to drag 5 bodies from here into the incinerator. Oh, alright, I think people are coming because it just started lagging a bit. But I don't mind if one person sees me with a bucket, that's better than being seen. Alright, that part of the game is done. Now I need to get myself a murder weapon, and I have to get myself a second bug. Well, here's the bug. My weapon of choice is the box cutter from the art room. The reason being, it doesn't count as being visibly armed. So I can stand right in front of this lady here, and she does not care that I'm holding a box cutter. So, the other thing is, if you want to do this the non-violent way, here is the red paint that has been added. You can use that if you don't want to kill 5 people. Alright, I've actually set everything into motion now. So instead, I am going to compliment you before I kill you, and I will get a photo of your face for the record. This is the counsellor's office. As you might know, I'll show you now. You don't walk in anymore. You just cut straight to that. Actually, I will join the music club. So yeah, time to get reputation to full. I'll skip over this for you guys.
Awesome. We kicked ass.
Yeah, we did. We got 5 star. See, 100 rep off the bat. So now it won't matter that we get seen with blood. Alright, I am going to go for... It won't actually matter. I'll go for PE. That's how you're meant to be, become strong enough to lift people. Alright, so now it's lunchtime. Now this is where it's important, because the bullies all at lunch come into the change rooms. No one else ever goes into the change rooms. So I'm going to wait for them. and once the 5th one has entered, I'm going to step on. Now, keep in mind, I might need to wait for them to be changing afterwards. First thing though, I am going to be in my gym uniform instead, so I can keep my actual uniform, and I'm going to not walk into them. That's the thing, if you're not using debug commands, 90% of this game is waiting. So they don't really care that I'm armed, because it's just a box cutter, which there are many legitimate reasons to be holding a box cutter. Like if I want to cut their spines. Oh, good. There's the 4th one. Alright, I need to talk to her. I'm just going to keep her occupied. Only I think we're in the doorway. So this isn't going to work. Well, she just... Oh, I see you did turn around because the door was locked. Alright, I will need to... Oh, good. Those two are stuck. That means I'm going to have to kill them. Where'd Run Shark go? Oh, okay. They got unstuck somehow. How are you still... Yeah, sometimes they don't quite know what to do. Alright, since there are 2 of them in here, I kind of want to get them all at once because it looks more impressive. Actually, no, I won't. Alright. So, you can do that with all 5 of them if they enter the room at the same time, because they will scream, but that's it. So long as you wait for all of them to be inside, they can scream at you and take the photo, but because you're in the doorway, there's no way they're getting out. I'm only moving the bodies out of the way because otherwise the other girls will see them, but I can just put the body here. I did not have to drag that body all the way back there. Oh no. Alright, so there's actually a bug in the current version. That is that when you hold down the A button, the mop doesn't actually mop. The mop animation has cancelled. So that is a new bug. I'm going to upload this with a bug report. But that's where the personas come in, because the chill persona keeps one arm on the ground at all times. There's going to be an awkward mopping up montage. I am going to probably fast forward most of this. This is why you shouldn't use debug commands entirely, because this is how we actually find bugs. You know, yeah, sure, it's fun, but I don't know, I find these sorts of experiences more rewarding. Alright, I'm just waiting for bloody footprints because that mob is pissing me off. Class begins soon. That is the signal. I think they might have already come in. I'll just sneak... Ah, yeah, no, they'll be on their way back now. And notice I have not actually laughed it off because I want to show you that these panties let me kill 5 people before declaring me insane. Cool. And see, I killed 5 of them, and I'm perfectly fine, so time to do some laughing. A lot of laughing, but still 5 of them. So I could have killed all 5 of them at once there, I just didn't, because I'm not doing this again. Alright. Evening, fellas. You might notice they're all wearing cool cloaks. That's because my senpai looks cooler. They look like a cult. Yes, you all have It seems I have their respect, and now they're just gonna run away. See, that is why the bullies are great for getting yourself covered in blood, if you don't want to use the red paint approach. I am covered in blood. There is a new favour that has been added in this, which is provide counsellor info. It will unlock the dialogue option when being confronted by the guidance counsellor. I'm sending you an audio recording of the guidance counsellor talking about the delinquents. She blames herself for their current situation and feels responsible for them. This should provide you with emotional leverage to use against her. You can probably figure out where this is going now. You won't be able to blame the delinquents for everything, but this is something you can. So I'm just gonna, hey miss.
What in the world happened to you? Have you been fighting with other students? The counselor will deal with this.
Alright then.
It should be obvious why you're here.
It is obvious why I'm here.
Would you care to explain why you're covered in blood?
Alright. We can now blame the delinquents.
The delinquents did this to me.
No, that can't be. I'll have to take responsibility for this. I haven't told them to stop carrying weapons because I thought they were only doing it for show and weren't actually going to use them. As I've said, I'll take responsibility for this incident, and I'll forbid the delinquents from carrying weapons on school grounds in the future. You're free to leave.
That is why you want to do this. Those delinquents guarding the incinerator are a pain in the arse to deal with. There is no other way of saying it. I have lost multiple games because I've tried to take them on and lost the minigame. But now, they're unarmed. I don't actually know what they're going to be like to deal with when unarmed, so I'm going to find that out. We'll continue the video. It's going to be longer than you all thought it would be. If you're done, then feel free to leave now. But if you want to see what's going to happen when they're unarmed, let's keep watching. Now unfortunately I can't go to class or pass time as long as there are dead bodies around. Actually, I might be able to go to class. Sometimes it glitches and doesn't let me, other times it's okay. I can't pass time because there are bodies. I am going to slowly drag the bodies over here, because now no one will go to the incinerator. The delinquents have already left. The grey-haired student council member will, but you know. If you do want to kill those people without getting yourself covered in blood, you can just be naked, because then the blood just gets on you and not your clothes. Yep, no, only the blood was found. That's cool. Alright. I'm just going to bed. Alright, cool. Let's check out the delinquents now. Let's see them go. They look like they're on an album cover. No, I must not. Oh, that looks cool. Wait, are they still holding their weapons? Oi! What are you doing? I know what the counselor said to you. You shouldn't have those.
Back off. Ram, punk.
What? You shouldn't be able to do that. Oof. We confiscated your weapon. Oh, damn. This isn't going so well for me.
I'm disappointed this isn't the first time I've seen.
It was the delinquents. You didn't take their weapons.
The delinquent.
Do you believe that mentioning the delinquents will magically get you out of trouble? If you think you can emotionally manipulate me, you are sorely mistaken. Because you insist on treating this situation, I'm sending you home for the rest of the day. You are here.
I am making that face that I make when I was telling the truth. Oh. That's all for today. I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to behave. I think that there's still bugs being worked out, or maybe there's another use for being covered in blood. I don't know. You guys are welcome to explore it yourself, but see you guys